clouds, solemn, undisturbed. My journey, floating comfortably in the place between places, playing tag with shadows, hide and seek with the sun, travel within the words of poets, avoiding thoughts about the end of my escape, alone.
Thank you very much, brand ambassadors. I would like to now invite Mr. Roslan and Mr. Suitmatsu to join Mr. Ueno.
Kano, Assistant Large Project Leader of the all-new Accord. At the back is Mr. Hideaki Kawano, Assistant to MD, and Mr. Akbar Daniel, the Head of Marketing of Honda Malaysia. Okay, now before we start, I know you guys are excited with the price and also the new car. So the floor is open to guys to ask any of the questions.
No girls?
Yes, Mr. Wong.
Good morning, I'm Wong K.N. from the TOV. I'd like to confirm that the new 2.4-litre Earth Dreams technology engine is using direct injection. Just want to confirm that. Thanks.
今回マレーシアに上市しているのはアースドリームステクノロジーのエンジンになりますが、ダイレクトインジェクションは採用してません。
For Malaysia, that we introduced 2.4-liter earth technology is not using the direct injection.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Any other questions? Yes.
Hi, my name is Benjamin from benautopan.com. I would have a question that just like Nissan have Infiniti, Lexus have Toyota have Lexus. Do you have any plans to bring in Acura in the Malaysian market?
Yes, we have another brand named Acura, as you know. At this moment, Honda is operating Acura not as a global brand, but a kind of a regional brand. So at this moment, this brand is used only for North America and also Chinese market only. And at this moment, I cannot comment in the future, but at this moment, we don't have any fixed plan to introduce this brand to Malaysia or Asian countries. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
I want to ask, what about the Accord Hybrid? Are there any plans to consider this car for the Malaysian market now that you have a very good hybrid lineup?
Yes. As you know, Honda is focusing to enhance the hybrid sales or hybrid market. And however, by the end of this year, at this moment the government is announced that they are finishing the tax support, tax exemption for hybrid vehicles. So at this moment, we need to monitor whether we should introduce this model in the future.
Thank you. Yes, Hans.
Nakano-san, can I confirm that the 2.4 liter engine is unrelated to the CRV's 2.4? Second question is, can you confirm the test methodology for the fuel consumption? Is it a European driving cycle?
見た最初の方はですね、ここに見たCRVのアンジンでいただく全く違うエンジンだというような理解でよろしいですか。まだそうです、ガスペースがでもう一個はですね、今回の燃費、今日は出しますけれども、それに何のテスト方式を使いますか。
まず初めのご質問ですが、これは CRV の 2.4 とは全く別のエンジンになります。すべて今回のアコードで新開発したエンジンになります。
For the first answer, 2.4 liter as mentioned earlier, as compared to the CRV 2.4, it's totally new, different engine. Because the 2.4 liter technology for this Accord are actually being newly developed.
あと表示してます燃費については、ヨーロッパの燃費の測り方をもとに測定したものになります。
And for the fuel efficiency, what we mentioned earlier was based on the Euro method.
Thank you. Another question?
Hello.
My name is Ashraf from ABN News. Okay, I would like to ask you regarding to the newly increased price of fuel. So I would like to ask you, will it affect Honda sales? Since that from the presentation just now, there's a huge number of sales difference between the 7th and 8th generations. So I'd like to ask you whether the current Honda will affect the sale. The sale will be affected. Okay, thank you.
I think this announcement was just made, so we need to a little bit more study the reaction or the impact to the Malaysian people's everyday life. But maybe it will definitely impact to the consumers' sentiment or consumers' attitude, definitely. But our cars, Honda lineup has some entry models. Also, we have some upper scale models. So the impact to each segment can be different. Maybe entry market will be a little bit more affected than the upper scale models. And also, one good things is Honda has quite a lot of hybrid models, and I believe Malaysian people are appreciating the better fuel consumption for hybrid. So I think this increase might cause some more interest to our hybrid models.
Thank you very much. May I have the next question, please?
Are there any plans to focus more on small displacement force induction engines on your cars, just like how most European markets are doing so right now, to make it more fuel efficient and yet producing just as much power as your naturally aspirated larger displacement engine?
.研究所の方ではいろんなタイプのまずエンジンの方の研究開発をしております。
First of all, we at the R&D Honda in Japan, we are developing or studying a lot of engine variants.
それぞれの市場に適したパワープラントが提供できるべく準備しています。
And we are ready, very much ready to introduce any engines which are required by each of the region in the world.
私の個人的な見解になりますが、方向としてはやはり軽量化というのがありますから、小さなエンジンで下級機をつけるといったような方向になっていくんではないかというふうに考えています。
But this is much more on my personal opinion. which I think that looking at the global movement, I believe that the engine size will be downsizing and it's going to be more lightweight. So this is my personal opinion. And of course into turbo.
Can I have the next question, please?
So Mio from TV3, just wondering, any progress on the Honda side? So whether do you receive any, booking or whatever things related with this government plan to change all the official government car to the Accord itself?
Related to government Accord car, I think today we just launched the car, and today we just announced the price. I think so far we have not been officially contacted or informed on this development. I think because it just launched, refresh it, we are waiting for their confirmation on the whatever they, I think, spread in the news. Once confirmed from the government, we will make a proper announcement.
If I may add a little bit, I think as you may know, as what Chiba-san mentioned earlier, that we just launched the model today. So I think we are waiting for the government movement or any news from. I think it's not. We are not at a position to make any announcement with regard to this very moment.
Thank you. Can I have another question?
This is just a fun question that I just would like to know, just curiosity. Any details that you can review right now about the next Civic Type R?
We cannot make a comment for the future model, sorry.
To add a little bit more on that, maybe I can add a little bit more. As you may know that next year Honda will be making a comeback to the F1. So that challenging spirit in Honda never dies.
Is there any more questions? If there's no more questions.
Hi, I'm Ahmed from Business Times. I would like to know the total sales for hybrid Honda hybrid cars for last year. If you can share with us.
Hybrid only?
Yeah, just in Malaysia, yeah.
Last year's annual sales was 8,712 units. 8,712.
Last year was 8,712. This year, up to date, was 5,000 plus.
We'll get back the information to you after this. After this, we will pass you the information. Yes, Faisal?
Good morning, gentlemen. My name is Faisal Shah from Autocar magazine. Honda Malaysia has embarked on a strategy where you have hybrids in your range. You have it in the Jazz, you have it in the Civic, and we all know that the Accord hybrid was recently launched to very great success in Japan. Are there plans to extend your hybrid range?
Maybe similar comment with my previous comment, but as you know, the Accord hybrid is very successful especially in Japan or in the US. So, however, at this moment, Malaysian government is announcing that they are stopping the exercise duty support by the end of this year. And after that, a little bit difficult to market the hybrid CBU models. So we are monitoring the market and also the government support schemes, and maybe keep on considering to introduce that. But if they stop the support for hybrid as they scheduled, I think a little bit difficult to introduce in Malaysia because of the high price.
Sorry, the hybrid unit just now for total of this year 5375.
It's of 8 August, right? 5375?
Yes.
Mr. Wong?
Sorry, one last question. When the Accord this Accord is launched elsewhere, there is a CVT model for the 2 liter, which was very well received. A lot of people, whether owners or media, liked it. I would like to ask about Honda Malaysia's stand on the CVT gearbox, because we have stopped it for a lot of cars. Do you have any plans to relaunch it for the Accord, seeing it so successful elsewhere?
パワープラント、それからトランスミッションにつきましては、それぞれ市場の使い方、それからユーザーの運転の仕方の方を確認しまして、適切なものを選んでいます。で、今回マレーシアですと、CVT よりも AT の方がキビキビ走るということで、研究所としましては AT の方を選択しています。ただしですね、今後市場の動向を見ていきながら、検討していきたいというふうには考えています。
Yeah, you were right that we have the CVT transmission back in the United States. But however, during the introduction of the power plant or selection of the power plant for each of the region, we have set the customer requirements for each of the region. And we got to know that for Malaysia market, the consumers are more focusing on the fun to drive elements, very heavy on that. So as such, we have selected 580 to be introduced to Malaysia market instead of the CVT. But however, moving forward, we will keep on studying the market, and if there's any demand, we will consider it accordingly.
Thank you. If there's no more questions, I would like to end the press conference for today.